with you.
Social media is a realm where, certitude, as you say, is not something that you can rely on. How do you know that these women are not underage or these women are not truthful about their own lives?
I'm sorry, dude. If we start talking about the media, I feel like I got a little bit pissed off at them because I don't like them to begin with.
And no information that I have now.
Well, of course.
We have recycle bins out here, dude. I got so many aluminum cans.
Yeah, like this, I'm not so much, the media. On this, I think it's different because way he screwed up, and when he publicly posted that, and it went to all the people that follow him, saw that, then anyone could have just went to their local.
From our previous conversation about the media, I'm still riled up about it. So.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not in any way condoning other things that the media does, but this.
Certain things like that, that's a true story. They just blow that out of proportion. It's okay for them to report on it. But there's other stuff I feel that they should stop fucking speculating. They should stop plugging ideas into people's heads because that ain't right. And you know how you said we heard something on the TV we weren't supposed to? I think we did. I think we did hear stuff on the TV we weren't supposed to.
Like what?
I don't know, like frequencies or something going on.
Oh.
Remember how we could hear people's TVs from outside their houses?
Okay. Kinda. Yeah.
I think whatever frequency they're putting on those UHF.
I remember we were walking back that one time, and you said something. You could tell something about someone's TV or something when we walked by their house.
That noise where you can hear like the TV going, like the really high-pitched noise where you can tell that the TV's on when you walk past the house.
Right.
That you hear a lot when you're a kid.
Right. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like all those old transistor ones with the big tubes and stuff, man, you can hear this shit kick on across the house. I mean, it would make that really high-pitched noise. You could just kind of hear in the back of your head.
Source: jail time at heart of collapse of plea talks. Oh, that's a different story. This is my own personal mistake, a deep weakness.
I suggest that not that people stop engaging with their constituents
I don't know if I want to drink this beer right now, but at the same time I do. If I taste it, if I drink one an hour, by the time it gets dark, I'll still have one left.
To not do things like this.
But exactly. Now, back to what we're talking about, like the overall stuff, the media that some of these stories that come out and they're really tilted, or some of these stories and. And then there's.
Remember that guy I showed you that made Ron Paul look bad? From Mitt Romney, they had him on there, and they showed all the people booing, where they put the wrong year in there intentionally.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. Yeah, they put.
You can find that one by searching for Fox News Lied in Google. Then pull up that result.
And then they're gonna go and say, oh, they pulled the wrong file.
Yeah, that's a fucking bullshit lie right there, dude. When you intentionally cut the year out, you didn't pull the wrong file, dude. You made it look like something different, like something that it wasn't. That's like trying to paint a white pot black. Say, hey, yeah, it's just the same. There's absolutely no difference, even though the paint's different and it's got lead in it.
Right. And they're covering the lead that's poisonous, that can kill you, and not letting you know.
Until people start dying.
And then after it's too late, you're dead, and we're gonna sue them for what? So for some fake ass money that ain't worth. Now I'm going on, but you know what I'm saying, though.
Yes.
Now, that's a.
There should be something that can be held. They should be able to be held accountable for whatever lies.
So now, how do we do it?
If someone gets killed, they should be held accountable.
Now, like you said, because I'm kind of signed up for this law thing for school with this law. Now, like what I said, man, now they have the right to freedom of speech. They own the news. Now, okay, I'm all for freedom of speech, but where I go to spread lies that could cause other people's deaths, I could be arrested for harboring terrorism or for terrorist acts, like screaming fire in a crowded theater when there's not a fire. Now, when you look at what some of the shit, like that's a great example, Mark, when they go and sit there and say they're leaning a political candidate and making him look bad, and they're slanting the public view intentionally, and that's slanderous. Now when you look, okay, and now
there's all kinds. See, I don't know the full stretch of it. I don't know the full reach. If I had a law book, I probably wouldn't read it. If it was online, I would read it because of everything at your fingertips. You can shift so quickly from one topic to the other via a link. You can't do that in the textbook sometimes. That's why I find that my internet research is where I learn the most from. Because not only can I look up and see what someone's perspective on law is, I can go confirm at that same moment, maybe in a different tab, if it's true. And if it is true, how far, where's the extent, where does it reach to, who does it reach to, who does it apply to, who does it not apply to, and why?
So what we have to do is push the right lawsuit on the right person at the right time.
It's got to be done by the right person, because I can't go sue someone for something that happened to you. If I take it to an agency, they might be able to do it.
So I can claim somehow it affects me, which it does, as all Americans, a lot affects all of us.
So you basically would have to establish some sort of thing that makes them accountable under our law. Under a different law. You have to find a basis that makes them be grounded under that jurisdiction to be able to get them, let's say, prosecuted, for example.
And with all these laws they're coming out with for like this Homeland Security and all, we could use their own laws against them.
Well, it wouldn't be their own laws. It would be the laws the government set up to protect people. But at the same time, these guys are hurting people, so therefore,
we'll use it to hurt them.
Essentially, it's like the government's like, well, hey, look, if we can show them that what these guys are doing is hurting the nation, then it fixes a lot of things, because then it really brings out all the bad guys. They'll be like, the guys who really fight against it will be shown, they'll be like, oh, we're going to fight against that because we don't want that to be there. Okay, we're going to hold you accountable if anyone dies for one of these falsified stories. Everything that's reported on the news needs to be confirmed accurate. If it's not, whoever decided to bring that information forward is going to be held accountable.
Exactly. Especially when you take it to the part of they're lying to so many people that they could be causing people to sway their votes and lead our country down the wrong path, which eventually is going to lead to people taking to the streets, rioting, revolution, and dying. And all this had been caused at and because of the hands of those controlling the media and forcing the media to spread these lies, these slanders. So basically, that we proved the lie first and prove what it is causing, then whoever is pushing these lies, forcing the media to lie and slant stories and all, they would be held accountable under terrorism acts. Terrorism against the United States.
Detained without a lawyer.
Detained without a lawyer.
Because if the FBI gets involved, they go to Gitmo, dude. There's absolutely nothing saying that they need a lawyer. No, because when you're prosecuted under the Patriot Act, you do not get the luxury of a lawyer. You can be held in prison indefinitely without ever access to a trial or a lawyer.
Well, that sounds like something we need to go along. It could even maybe start with a citizen's arrest or of a type against someone intentionally spreading lies that are leading towards anarchy and overthrow. You know, someone.
We want that to happen. We need to help the administration set a good example. And to do that, we have to disengage all the propaganda that is being force-fed into the guts of the American people. When you disengage the ability for free propaganda to be spread without repercussion, you force accountability on the people who would otherwise have none. None. And then now all their accountability is Fox News lied. That's all we can say. Oh, there's this, you know, they're